Alright, let us get to it. Actually, let me pop this out. View docs chat. Ba 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 ba. Let's see. What did we want for the golds again? Don't I have... I have Grigori here. Yeah, I'm gonna assign Grigori. Okay, today we are doing the Gold Dragons. The Gold Dragons are a ancient race within the setting of Duraga. Duraga is my personal setting. I have a few people helping me with it, keeping track of shit, and helping generate ideas for it. But it is primarily my setting, and I plan on making a video series with it. What is causing that playback? Am I echoing? Let me fix the audio quick. I wish I had somebody to help with me with that. Because I can hear myself talk, and that's going to be hella distracting. But pardon me. I should probably mute myself for that. Yeah, gold dragons are an ancient race created by the main god of the setting, Sun. Sun was born of the two deities previous to him. Was born of the previous deity, which was just a coalition of space and time and bullshit. And that thing had two children, son and daughter. The names are up for change right now. Anybody want to comment? Nope, nobody's here currently. Let's see, where is that playback coming from? Is it coming from my voice mod thing? Because I do have a soundboard. I should have troubleshooted this before. Let's see. Does it come from there? No. Is it coming from OBS itself? No, it doesn't look like it. Anyway. I have currently the head for the golds. And they well, no, it's not a singular head. It's three heads that act as one. There's the top one, which acts as a top jaw, and then two bottom ones that act as the sides of the jaws, and only like I'm not sure what the throat situation is. Let's see. Let's see. Where is that second voice coming from? Task manager. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's it. That's it. What the fuck? What in the gosh darn diddly do? I'm in people and blogs. That's why people are not. People probably aren't finding my thing very well if I am labeling it wrong. Great. Details, public category. Entertainment. Film and animation, I guess. There we go, saved. Probably gonna get discovered a bit more now. Let's see. I still need to figure out where that playback is coming from. Oh, it was coming from Twitter. Okay. Well, at least that means my audio quality is decent. Okay, back on to topic. Gold dragons, ancient society built by the gods. They are sculpted by clay by Sun, who is the most supreme deity ever since son and daughter killed their father. And so, and after what came from the remains of their father, it resulted in. Let me open up the document quick. Here we go. Let's see. Copy. Paste to show location. Here's the chart that we have. Sorta. There are some modifications since then, but this is the main thing. Chaos God. This is father, basically. He was killed by son and daughter. And out of his body came death and mana. Now, son and daughter had multiple eggs. They had time, space, matter, duraga itself, and then Trix hatched. They don't know where Trix came from, because he might not even be their egg. He just came out of nowhere. Sun created fire and the Kendanoa. The Kendanoa are kind of like dwarves of Norse mythology, or they are a race that doesn't really reproduce in a conventional way. They are... I don't know how to describe them. I'll move on. But we have Trix, time, space, matter, and duraga. Duraga is the universe that this happens in. So, duraga is an egg, a giant cosmic egg. Sun and moon are the skull and heart of daughter after she dies. Daughter, the sun being her heart and the moon being her skull. And the rest of her becomes the world serpent that coils around the yolk of the egg. Okay. Time, space, and matter create basically the universe outside of duraga. And duraga itself has elements that have coalesced into gods. We have the ground god, we have the water god, we have the wind god, and we have demons, which are potential results of the embryo that duraga used to be. And they're like distributed throughout the yolk. Matter and Trix have a relationship. Or was it? Yeah. Trix and Matter have a relationship. And they produce a bunch of children. They produce the werewolves, vampires, trolls, and ghouls. Golds and worms were created, not born. So that has changed since the making of this graph. I did not write this graph down. This was made by a friend of mine who helped me out with this whole thing. Yeah. Trix hated the golds. He thought they were too goody two shoes, and so where do I go from here? So he had a plan to steal the forge of a Kendanoa, and he eventually did. I forget the exact details, but he did. Oh my god, okay. Hello, Sydney. Trix is also known as, we kind of just call him, Drake. At the moment. And so, he gets the forge and he creates himself some weapons. He creates, the hook that he uses to pull the sun away from the egg. He does this by trying to throw it at the sun. He misses, and it loops around space and hooks onto the sun. And so he pulls himself up, and also pulls the sun away from the Earth, and he gets fire for the first time. Fire was a creation of Sun, and he kept it all mostly to himself. He gave it to... It's only like he kept it to himself and his direct children. He did not give it to Trix, which he did not think was one of his children. Duraga is kind of dead, so a dead egg, so it doesn't really need fire. Let's see, what else? Trix steals fire to light his forge that he stole. And in that process, he creates he uses that to create the worms. The worms are these guys. They have the ability to use their mana within their bodies to project forth different kinds of energy. Mostly heat and plasma and dragon breath and shit. But they do not have, like, fire. They were made with it, but do not possess it. The golds, on the other hand, do possess true god fire. And true holy fire. Why would you advise against naming somebody Drake? Also, Sydney, this is my mother in chat. Say hello. And, let's see. Werewolves and vampires are different from what you would immediately think of a vampire and a werewolf. Werewolves are basically... They don't really look like wolves. They are more of just giant wolf-like creatures. Yeah, think like Fenrir instead of a movie werewolf. Vampires are you know the symbiote from, do you know Venom from Venom? That's what a vampire is. And instead of being a symbiotic with their host, they kill them and take over their body. And Mom, this is Sydney, one of my girlfriends. She is good. Let's see, what else do we have? We have trolls, which are a manifestation of matter's body. Or, of, no, we changed that. What did we do with that? Trolls are, demons that have consumed so much matter that they are stuck within a single dimensional plane. Demons are able to travel between dimensional planes with ease. I forget why we did that. There's a lot of stuff I've forgotten, and that's why I have the friend remember stuff for me. He has a lot better memory than I. Trick Drake eventually. This used to be my D&D thing, but we have made it into a new thing. I've been working on this since years. I've been working on this for years. It used to be very different, and it's changed a lot in the past few years. It's become a lot more fleshed out. Because I have people helping me flesh out ideas. Like, they suggest things, and I'm like, oh, maybe we can incorporate this, or maybe we can change this idea into that idea. And Adichin just kind of comes up to me with ideas some days. He's like, oh, what if we did this? And I'm like, I'm like, okay, that might fit. And we play around with the idea for a bit until we actually put it into canon. Golds, oh wait, no, I was on Trix. Trix, really hates Sun. Because he treats his children very badly. He is not the best father. And so, Trix, at some point, plans to kill Sun. Because Sun is being a dick. Sun is an absolute horrible person. He made 3 realms, or no, he made 2 realms for hell, which are hell, and his own domain, which was basically heaven. And nobody gets into heaven. Nobody, ever. That's, like, literally just his, like, places he chills. Hell is where everybody goes. It's just basically the underworld. It's more like hell in Norse mythology than hell in Christian mythology. Let's see. Eventually, Trix, decides, you know what? I'm gonna kill Sun. And so he convinces the Golds to help him with this. He built up an army, a secret army, and which consists of ghouls, golds, and werewolves. let's see, what else? Eventually, Sun kind of gets wind of this. Excuse me. Oh, pardon me. Sun gets wind of this, and a little bit, but he doesn't suspect much until it is too late. Because Sun gathers up his own army. He convinces the worms that Drake has killed the ancestral worm, like the prime worm, the worm all worms descend from, which is Denai. And Denai is trapped by Drake, and Grigori, which is like a prominent gold in this all this. And since Grigori was tasked by Sun to raise Denai, because Sun thought it'd be funny to have the golds raise the being that was made in mockery of them. Like, worms were made to mock the golds. You take a gold, turn everything up to 11. Turn everything up to 11, and like make it a haha, this is what you are thing. And Drake kind of regrets doing that, because he realizes later on that they're like, the worms are actually people. He's like, oh wow, I was kind of a dick, huh? And so yeah, that's part of his character arc later on. He imprisons Denai. The worms get suspicious, and so they join Sun's side. Vampires are being used by Sun as like a military task force. Because if you become a vampire, you get stronger, you get faster, you just become better, but you're not you anymore. You die as soon as you get infected. You become this different being. The symbiote thinks it's you. It thinks it's you, but it isn't you. It's kind of like that dilemma with the teleporters. Like, if this clone of you has all your memories and a personality, like, is it still you, or is it just the atoms that used to be you rearranged, chopped up, and put back together? We named him Drake because we used to have this race called Drakes, and we kind of just reduced their numbers so much that it just kind of just became a single person. It's like, oh, the Drakes would do this, the Drakes would do that, and it's like, oh wait, no, never mind. Let's just make him a single person. It makes it simpler. Let's make him the trickster god. Eventually, the trickster god becomes the god of the hearth and the god of the home. But that's after the war, the giant god war. He gets the ground god, the water god, and the wind god. Like, he gets a few of the other gods to come to his side, the ones made by Duraga. The time, and space are not on his side. They are on Sun's side. And those two are the big boys. Those are the big children. Some of the most powerful of Sun's children. And so, it's kind of an even match, because it's like the gods of Duraga versus the cosmic eggs. The cosmic children. Matter is on the side of Trix, because they're lovers at this point. I forget what else. I'm gonna have to ask Adichin, because he has stuff written down, and he remembers a lot better than I do. Eventually, Sun is killed in the war, in like one big battle. And before this, Drake decided to make the first gun using his forge in the fire. and it's kind of like a blunderbuss. So he makes the first gun, and powered by Godfire, and he uses that to finish Sun off. And so uh, that ends the war. But in doing so, the Golds fire their... Okay, hold on. The Golds have been making this giant super weapon in the time before they were in... After Drake convinced them to join his side, and they were been building up the super weapon, powered by the mana of the planet. Everybody has mana at this point. The gods, the worms, the golds. Mana is this kind of life force that pumps through them in like a physical system. Like they have their circulatory system, everything, and then they have this extra system. It's kind of like a lymph system, and it's just kind of like life energy that pumps through them. And you can put mana into something, and it will become alive. Let's see. I need a drink. Let me have some quick. RC Cola. Wet my beak. Pardon me. Let's see. I know this is... We haven't started drawing yet, but, this is kind of required to understand the setting. Oh, okay. My mother left for some reason. Let's see. Just checking up on the participants. Let's see. We have... Golds are making super weapon. Yeah, that's where we were. Golds are making the super weapon. And when the time comes, the other gods pin Sun down in front of this weapon, and they fire it. The firing of this weapon ruins the planet. It destroys almost everything. Like, there are no golds surviving after this. All except one. Only one gold ever survives the firing of this weapon, and it is Grigori. The worms, some worms survive, because they're just kind of tough like that. While they're not, like, perfect, they are really good at surviving shit. So, some worms survive underground, and only one gold survives. Gold technology at this point was so advanced, it was like, it's more advanced than we are today. They had complete mastery over biological organisms. And so they made, before everything, they made the environment. They made the fauna of the world. Which includes draconiforms, chimeras, colossus, gauss, which is a stand-in name for a flying reptilian creature that we have. The fungus have evolved into arthropods, the fungus jungle, and the the fungal forest. And only fungus have souls, because the golds made the fungus to be biological batteries, and a soul is just energy that stays behind when you die. Arthropods eventually become advanced enough and to leave duraga. Like, some leave and they become the speakers, which are a race of basically aliens to the rest of the world, to the rest of the Sea of Congruence, which is the multiverse that my setting, Addison's setting, and Joking setting revolve in. Joking is was the guy that was eating apples in last stream. The other guy was Adichin. I gotta have them in stream sometime. Let me check if they're around. Um, let's see. The Golds, did also make facilities. They also made facilities that were preparing for this event, and they have some hypothesized that they would all die. And so they made these facilities that would remake their bodies after they died. Eventually, these do activate, and they are remade again into new. The same mana can be used to in the same different body, same mana can make you a new body. But these bodies are not perfect, since it has been millions and millions of years since these facilities were activated. The equipment is just wonky as shit, and so it it kind of makes them different. It makes them all different, and creates all the different species of gold that we have in the setting at some point. This happens during the story, where golds are revived. We have the golds, the true golds, which are which are properly made ones. And we have Ash, which just kind of have a more like, or Ash and Mountain are the same thing. Mountain dragons either come in two flavors. They come in Ash, or they come in Mountain. They come in Snow. Ash dragons are more aligned with the fire element, while mountain dragons are more aligned with colder environments. Ash dragons love the heat. They love living near volcanoes. They love living near centers of volcanicity. Mountain dragons just love living in mountains. They love the cold up in high elevations. Tusk dragons are kind of just brutes. They're brutish, and they can barely talk. They still have all their mental capacities, but their vocal cords are just kind of messed up, and so their vocal repertoire is limited. And so they're not actual brutes. They just get this reputation for being brutes because they rarely talk and are big and bulky and have giant tusks. I think that is this section done. Oh yeah, the speakers become the Ailsh. Speakers are Ailsh that went back to Duraga, and they are an insect-like race. They are basically a race of giant arthropods. I say arthropods because they're not very insect-like, I guess. They're more like crustacean mixed with spider. And so that section comes to an end. After all this happens, after the destruction of the world, the Kendanoa are still around. They're still like doing shit, and so they make the races of of Alindrin. Alindrin is a continent where the Kendanoa rule supreme. They am I disconnected? No, I'm still good. Let's see. The Kendanoa created the Krimpa, the Dwarves, the Kobolds, and the Kenku. And they were... Drake cursed them with technology. Because he saw what the Kendanoa were doing, didn't like it. He's like, you know what? F you. F you, Kendanoa. And just cursed their creations with the gift of agriculture and technology in general. Kind of like how in Hawaiian mythology they were cursed with agriculture, because it's viewed as a curse in that culture. So the land would never be beautiful again. Let's see. What else do we have? We had the Krimpa are kind of like our orcs. They have giant tusks. Let me find see if I can find the design for them. Current design. This is kind of their current design. They're giant ape-like creatures with giant tusks and large fleshy horns on the sides of their head and large brows. They would be covered in fur, but I just haven't drawn the fur here. Because these are sketches. We have the dwarves, which I have not settled on a design yet, because we're still in the middle of designing these guys. I was thinking they would be kind of like mole sloths. Kobolds. Oh yeah, here's kobold Lenin. Kobolds are a small race of synapsid-like animals. And they are the technological masters of Alindrin and Draken. Because kobolds are spread all over the world. Because they were so smart that they kind of just like went everywhere. And so there's two main populations of the kobolds. The kobolds on Alindrin are not as advanced. They do not use the gold technology as thoroughly as the ones on Draken, because the Draken kobolds use ancient gold technology that is still lying around. Ancient gold technology is running deep through the planet, since the technology that built their architecture is still going, and it's going through the crust of the planet. Let's see what else. The Elsh have no solid concrete design yet, because me and Addichin have been working hard at trying to figure out what a giant crustacean spider would look like. And it is not going well. Here are Addichin's designs over here. I drew one over one of his just to get a feel for it. But these are mine over here. You can tell we're going for very different things here. And because I went with like a mantis shrimp here, a spider crab here, or like a spider crustacean, spider coconut crab. There was this thing, this weird centaur thing. And then the two crabs, this cricket looking thing. Yeah, and there are no humans in this setting. I only have this as a size comparison, and I thought it was funny. It's from the cover of Solstice, the Solstice NES game. Let's see. Oh, shit. Accidentally deleted that layer. There we go. We have this back up to regular opacity because I accidentally merged the layers. Here are some wyverns. Wyverns are a group of animals that are descended from a microraptor that accidentally got through to Duraga through a time portal of some kind. Our fish are a combination of shark and teleost and Sarcopterygian. We're just mashing all the fish together. And so we have these weird fish. Let's see. What else can I do to explain the setting? Oh yeah, ghouls. Here's a ghoul. Ghouls are giant bat-looking things that are flightless and highly hypercarnivores. Here is an old ghoul that but here's the new ones. Let's see. Here's a different ghoul that I tried to have a more dog-like proportion. There's a Tsuchinoko down here. Where is... Oh yeah, Draconiforms. The basal Draconiforms were used for construction. And so they were made to order. Like, if you wanted a certain thing done, you ordered this Draconiform. And the base Draconiform is used for, like, welding and moving I-beams and shit. And so... there's that. Let's see. We changed the worms a little bit from last time. We gave them wings, because we kind of just wanted to. Let's see. Aha, here we go. Oh yeah, matter. The trolls are made from matter. Matter's corpse. Because when the weapon was first fired, it didn't work, and so Matter put her own mana into it in order to power it, and so her kind of body kind of exploded, and the remnants of her body are what became trolls in the setting. Let's see. Kieran Sun uses the yolk to make the golds. yeah, that's that. And so now we can get on to trying to design the goals. Because I have been given the keyword, they look like a piece of art. Hello, yes. Welcome. I saw that you were here. Let's see. What else are we doing? I should probably share the stream so we can get more people in here. Um, let's see. Da 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 da. Shit. Um, let me retweet the stream. Let's see. Let's see. We have the head, so we can just extend the neck. Let's see. We have head. Now, the body. I was wondering if we could just wondering what a normal dragon body would look like on this. Um, um, we took that directly from Hawaiian mythology, and in Hawaiian mythology, I forget who, but the humans get cursed with agriculture and technology to quote unquote, so your land may never be beautiful again. And so that you kind of just it's kind of just seen as a curse instead of a benefit like we do in the West. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Ba, 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 ba. So I'm thinking, I'm wondering. This is definitely not going to be the final product. This is definitely not going to be the final design. Um, but it's just to get me warmed up. I'm just chilling, drawing. The feet look off. There we go. That looks better. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I need to keep forgetting I need to stand up for my model of the track. This will get me to increase my, to get better my posture. Let's see. Let's do that. Hmm. Where did I put the eyes? I put the eyes here and here. Let's get rid of these wings. They kind of suck. Let's see what the giving it like pterosaur. The hands like that one monkey pterosaur is gonna be like. So we have wrist bone here, wrist bone there, wrist bone there, wrist bone here. Da-da-da. Just having so much trouble with this design. Ah, okay. Let's just take this body and move it over here. And let's try a new body. Let's try a more fatalis like animal. Oh, Scope Studio Paint's freezing up. Let's see. Let's get rid of this upper margin. Those arms seem a tad big. Let's see if we can do the cape look again. Let's see. I'm not satisfied still. Um, let's see if we give it a bigger chest. That looks a little bit better. Um, let's move this body down. see. Let's elongate the neck a bit. Oh, hello, April. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing fine. I had really I almost forgot the time when I started streaming because I was in the middle of making dinner. I was like, oh no, I gotta stream, and so I was like, okay, I will put dinner on hold. I was making cowboy beans. Cowboy beans are just bacon, hamburger, and beans. I know it's probably too much protein. Yeah, I was in the middle of making bacon. I was like, oh no, oh no. Right now I'm working on the golds, and if you go to earlier in the stream, you can see this big explanation I did on the some of the basic lore of the setting. I was wondering, maybe I should give him like lion-like paws. That arm is way too big. You know what? I'm gonna just undo that leg. I haven't finished making the cowboy beans yet. I probably should take a break at the 1 hour 30-minute mark and finish dinner. I do not have a break screen yet. I need to make one of those. But the bacon that I had was almost done. I hadn't made all the bacon I was going to make yet, though. So I still need to do that, and I still need to make the hamburger. I was planning on cooking the hamburger in the bacon fat, because that's pretty handy. It's just like, oh, there's an oil right there. There's a fat I can cook that in. Um, let's see. There we go. I do like this one. I do like this one a lot. Do 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 do. Ooh. I shall. I shall. I shall send you like side profiles of the model and stuff. I should probably get like a fan art tag of some kind. Like, I will send you like side views and front views of the model I'm using right now, because that is probably the easiest way for me to get reference for you. Um, I do like the look of the deer-like arms here. I should probably finish dinner. I might end the stream there. Oh. Hello? Uh-oh. Did something happen? I got told that the stream might have gotten choppy, or that the stream might have ended. Um, yeah, I need to figure out how to keep the quality of the stream up for the entirety of the hour and 30 minutes, because that's as long as the stream will allow me. Ah, okay. It says the stream quality is poor and that you might experience buffering. Do you experience buffering? Ah, you can see the stream. Good, good. I hate it when like the YouTube like chops it up into different. Oh, there we go. We're at good quality. No, I liked how this looked, where it's like going into behind the shoulder. I'm probably eventually gonna combine all of these into a single design, but because there's some aspects of these I do like. I do have the head done right here. This is definitely what the head's going to look like. Because the idea of the lower jaws being separate heads is just a really cool idea to me. It's just the wings I'm having trouble with. The wings and the arms and the... Okay, just everything, honestly. Everything with the body. Ooh, I really like that there. I really like that. Let's see. Let's do some muscle definition here. Let's see what mammal shoulders look like, or mammal arms look like on this. Let me move this down. So all these have heads. Now we have the Fatality one, the more classic dragon like Safijiva, and then we have this weird one I actually suggested where it's just like a snake with like two arms. I really like this idea that I actually suggested, but I really want legs, so because I like these two too. Let's make a little one over here. Actually, I can do better than that. Let's see, where should I put the legs? Let's see what the legs look like here. Oh, the eraser's too big. No, it's too small. There we go. Let's add a fourth one here so they have hands on both their front and back feet. Because we want them to be noble looking and like gracile. But I also want to give them cat paws because that's cute. Ooh, I do like that. I do like the weird, like... What if we have them, the back legs be more bird-like? Yes! That looks good! I usually, my average stream time is like 1 hour 30 minutes. Because either some like technical problem shows up or like I just something comes up. Or it's like usually an hour and 40 minutes before the software kicks me off. Hmm. Let's see. Let's clean this up a bit. I really do like this design now. There we go. Because I always gotta define the shoulder muscles because I like doing it. It's fun. we have. Here's what we have. I'm going to label these A, B, C, D. Let's see. I think I'm going to go take my break now. I actually, no, no, it's an hour and 30 minutes. Or, like, is it 40? Hour 35. Okay. So, I think that's a good place to end it for now. Because I need to be able to, like, get up my stream endurance more. Because my butt is starting to hurt. So, I think I'm going to end the stream. Is that okay with you two? I am. I don't know. I don't know. Should I keep going? Thank you, April, for coming. It was nice having you. Alright, I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Actually, yeah, I'll be streaming at 5 again tomorrow. So, I shall see you then. Bye-bye.